Now, let's hear some of the sound from this man I interviewed, Mike.
We were just at the concert there, and Jason Aldean was playing, and kind of sounded like some fireworks going off, and then I think there was like the first kind of volley, and then all of a sudden the second volley, my buddy's like, I just got hit, you know, and got hit 3 times, and then people started diving for the ground, and it just continued, and it was pretty much chaotic. Lots of people got hit, lots of people were getting, it took a while to get him out. We had to get him over the fence and hiding under the stage for a while, you know, to be safe, and finally we had to move him because he had 3 chest wounds. And got him out here. We got 4 people in the back of a truck, but then we got turned around because there was an active shooter, so we couldn't go down the street. So we finally got an ambulance right here on this right across the street here, and got 2 of the guys in, and basically the one guy ended up dying in my arms because he was bleeding. Then my buddy got in there. We got 3 more people in the ambulance, and so but I just got messages my buddy is going to be okay. So I mean,
the guy who got hit 3 times is going to be okay?
Yeah.
Kronk, who was at the concert when the shooting broke out. Mike, just a horrifying scene right there. Tell us what you went through it.
It was very horrifying. At first, it sounded like fireworks, and then my buddy that was standing right next to me said, "I'm hit," and then we knew it was real, and it was chaos. We got him down, and people screaming, and
he got hit right in the chest.
Just pretty horrific. My buddy got shot 3 times in the chest.
How is he doing?
Last I heard, I haven't been on the leave here, but he said he was going to be good.
My goodness. So tell us what happened in those moments afterwards. How did you all get out of there?
Most people started scattering, and they climbed the fence, but I had to stay with my buddy. So we got him over the fence once the fires stopped, and slid him under his stage so we were safe. And then we transported him around the backside of the event.
How did you get him around? How did you stop the bleeding?
Got him over to the triage. There was 3 of us carrying him, and there was a cart. And so we got him on the cart, and we wheeled that around.
So you were able to get him to the triage, and then where did you all go next, and how did you find safety?
Well, I wasn't really worried about the safety part because I was going to stay with my buddy. There were no ambulances available really because it was a fire zone. So we actually got 4 wounded people in the back of a truck.
I know you got 4 wounded people in the back of the truck, but not all of them made it.
No, and no one of the guys in our truck did not make it either. I carried him out of the truck, and he passed away in my arms.
Oh, I can't imagine what that must have been like, but you had the presence of mind to try to get people to safety, but this all unfolded so quickly.
Very quick. It's surreal.
And in those moments, where were your thoughts?
My first thoughts were for my buddy, I mean, I wanted to make sure he was taken care of. But, we were pretty much yelling at everybody to stay down, that was what we needed to do.
Well, we're glad you're okay now. So sorry for your friend and all those who've lost their lives and loved ones in this. But Mike Kronk, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
When we hit the strip, we made tracks to the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Me and my kid, the dreaming girl.
Matt, I believe you're there with Mike Kronk, who you were speaking with earlier.
That's right, Mike Kronk. We found him sitting actually right here on the curb, and he wasn't wearing a shirt because he had used it to stanch the blood of one of his friends, and he was sitting there with his head in his hands, and there's still blood on his hands. And he had been through one of the most harrowing experiences I've ever heard, and we just started talking to him. And Mike, maybe you can just tell me your story. I mean, where were you tonight?
We were at the Route 91 concert, and been there all day waiting for Jason Aldean, and it's real surreal, actually. You know, everybody's having a good time, and then all of a sudden you hear some popping going on, and I don't think anybody really understood what it was. And then my buddy, after a little bit of popping, my buddy's like, I got hit. So my buddy got shot 3 times, and then everybody knew there was a shooter, so everybody pretty much dove on top of each other, got down. It was a lot of chaos, people trampling each other and, you know, trying to get away, and it seemed like forever, you know, but we were just trying to take care of the people that are wounded. You know, there were a lot of people that were really selfless and actually stayed with people.
Just got a little closer to you, Mike. Now you're an avid hunter, and so you recognized immediately that this was not just gunfire, but it was automatic gunfire, coming in rapid bursts.
Yeah, it was very obvious. Whoever was shooting, it was a fully automatic, and they had to reload. So whether there's one person or two, but there was a break between clips being, you know, shot out.
Now you describe it rather casually, but you know, your best friend, you're here on your 48th birthday trip, you're a retired teacher, and you came with your best friend, and he took 3 bullets to the chest, as close as I am to you right now.
True. It was hard. You know, we saw him there, and I was like, I wasn't going to leave him, so we had to, you know, there was an EMT there. Somebody was an EMT. There was lots of, you know, awesome ex-military people that were trained, so we got him compressed, and that's, you know, kept compression on his chest. He actually put his finger in the hole, you know, so we, you know, don't move your finger, and we could keep the compression on, and probably stayed like that for at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes before we finally made a decision that we needed to get him over the fence so we get him under the stage, so at least we knew we were safe dealing with him. And
so you and 3 other guys had to physically haul him over a fence in order to get him under the stage and to a protected area.
Yeah, we got him over and then slid him under the stage, and we were under there, and another awesome lady came over and helped compress, and so there was you know, I am no hero, but there was tons of heroes out there there's a lot of heroes out there.
It's pretty astonishing to think that you guys were physically plugging his bullet wounds with your fingers.
Yeah, Rob, with my friend Rob, he had his finger in the hole. He's like, don't take it out. He's like, leave your finger there, we'll compress over the top of it. So we just had, you know, shirts and whatever we could, you know.
And then you couldn't get him out. There was no ambulance there because there was still an active shooting situation.
Correct.
How did you manage to get him out?
Well, there was a couple, I want to say they're EMT, first responders, and we got him out from under the stage and ran him around the back, and we got him on a cart, and we drove around the side where there was a triage center, and one of the cops, we were going to throw him in his car, but then something happened where he had to go, and we ended up loading up a pickup truck, a civilian pickup truck with 4 wounded people to get him, but we got turned around.
4 wounded people in that pickup truck,
back of the truck,
as well as you guys?
Yes. Yeah, there was 1 person with each person, so 8 of us in the back of the pickup, and we got turned around, so we couldn't go, and then we ended up right back here on this street right where those cop cars are, and got him in an ambulance, and that's where one young man passed away, you know, as we were carrying him out of the...
One of the guys you were with actually died.
It was somebody I did not know, but...
Somebody in the truck with you?
Yes, we had him in the ambulance, and we were loading him in the ambulance, and the guy said, you know, let's set him down here, and so I set him down with myself, and the young man passed away.
He literally died in your arms?
He did. It's been a tough night.
For so many people here.
So many people died and are wounded. And it's very sad.
Sorry I had to experience that. It must just have been.
Me too. But I'm glad some people are safe, and you know, it's a terrible tragedy. I mean, I don't know what other words you can use for it.
We got a piece of good news a few minutes ago, though. Your friend Rob, the one who was shot 3 times, including bullets to the chest, his daughter texted you.
Yep.
What'd she say?
He said, hey, Dad talked to us, said he's going to be okay. So it took a load off me, but still, you know, so many other people I mean, it could have been me. I was right next to my buddy. That could have been me that got shot. So, you know, very thankful right now.
Did you actually hear the bullets hit? Did you hear?
You know, you actually heard some of the bullets hit the fencing. Yeah, it's aluminum, and that's how that's pretty much how we kind of knew this was not firecrackers. And then my buddy got shot, obviously, but we did hear some hit the aluminum fencing.
I mean, you're incredibly strong. You're standing through this. You're an avid hunter. You've been in situations that are chaotic and maybe not similar to this, but difficult. But you know, it's just impressive how you've withstood all of this.
I try to keep your head, you know, and do what you can. I mean, like I said, there's tons of people that were true heroes tonight.
And George, we've talked a lot about luck as well tonight, and Mike's girlfriend actually fell ill earlier today, and so she decided to stay in the hotel, or she could have been along with you guys too.
Yeah, she was. She actually came to the concert and left like about an hour in. It was too hot, you know. So I'm very thankful that she got sick, to be honest. It was very horrifying at first. My buddy, after a little bit of popping, my buddies, they pretty much dove on top of each other, got down. It sounded like fireworks, and then I was standing right next to me.
As close as I am to you right now.
True. It was hard. You know, I saw him there, and I was like, I wasn't going to leave him, so we had to, you know. He actually put his finger in the hole, you know, so we, you know, don't move your finger, and probably stayed like that for at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes before it seemed like forever, you know, but
That's right, Mike Cronk,
my buddy,
she decided to stay in the hotel, or she could have been along with you guys too.
It was too hot, you know, so I'm very thankful that she got sick, to be honest. So I set him down with myself, and the guy ended up dying in my arms because we were just at the concert there, and Jason Aldean was playing, and then we knew it was real, and just pretty.
How did you get him around?
It took a while to get him out. Well, I wasn't really worried about the safety part because I was going to stay with my buddy. Got two of the guys in, and
that's right, Mike Cronk
slid him under his.
But this all unfolded so quickly.
Very quick. It's surreal.
And in those moments, where were your thoughts?
In the back of a truck. My first thoughts were for my buddy, you know. I mean, I wanted to make sure he was taken care of.
How is he doing?
Last I heard, leave here, but then we got turned around. He said he was going to be good.
Now you describe it rather casually, but you know, your best friend, you're here on your 48th birthday trip, you're a retired teacher, and you came with your best friend, and there's still blood on his hands, and that's right, Mike Cronk.
I haven't been on the, you know, that was what we needed to do.
The Cronk, the man at the moment. Here he is, the Terminator, who drives around in a Baphomet-mobile, more like batshit crazy than Batman, as he likes to be compared to Bruce Wayne and Hugh Hefner.
Known for his love of firearms and other expensive toys, Bilzerian decided after our interview to grab some favorite pieces from his home gun vault, pack up his dune buggy that can reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour, and head out into...
There was 3 of us carrying them, and there was a cart.
Kind of like Vietnam, Navy SEAL era, shoot from the hip, Rambo type of.
No, really.
Okay. Ready? Yeah. Good.
Not real gunshots. They're not real gunshots.
What is it?
I don't know. There you go. Getting education today.
Ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in?
So none of the pieces of this story add up because the story isn't true. There's more holes in this story than Swiss cheese.
Theresa May has said that they will do...
but there are suggestions that there have been casualties, but we still actually don't know.
Radio Enchanted LifePath supports the true community with featured channels from around the world. Be enchanted, boycott mainstream news with enchantedlifepath.com. If you would like your channel to feature on the radio show, drop me an email on info@enchantedlifepath.com, message me on Facebook, Twitter, or use the website chat.